What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the South Shore Songwriters Spotlight Series. My name's Adam Frates. I'll be your host. I'm excited to bring you 2 more artists from right here on the South Shore, 2 local songwriters, 2 amazing people, 2 of my friends, Chase Stebbins and Jeff Hilliard. I'm super excited to have these guys. They're both doing big things right here on the South Shore music scene. It's an honor to have you guys. What's up, Chase?
What's up, Adam? Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It's an honor to have you here. Welcome. I'm a fan of your music. I love the unique style of hip-hop you bring in. Nobody's bringing that right now to the South Shore. I'm a huge fan of hip-hop. That's kind of how I started writing music many, many years ago. But you and the Only Known are bringing something real different to the music scene right now. I love it. It's very unique. You guys have awesome energy and stage chemistry. When did you start writing this amazing music?
Yeah, so I got into writing, I want to say around college time. I was going through a lot. I needed some sort of outlet. And I remember hearing a song called Beautiful by Eminem. It's off his Relapse album, great album. And I just connected to every word in the song. I felt like he was speaking to me. And I just remember being like, if the greatest hip-hop selling artist of all time, you know, can feel exactly like me in this moment, then like what's stopping me? And I just felt very motivated from that, and I started writing my ideas down and going to as many open mics as possible, and I'm still doing it.
Nice, man. I love it. Yeah, sometimes we get that direct connection right from the artist. It's like we knew exactly what they were feeling when they wrote that song, or they wrote that song about us. It's crazy. It's that deep connection through music. I do know the song you're talking about, Beautiful, off the Relapse album by Eminem. That's a killer track, a powerful song. Who else inspires you to write music?
I would say big inspirations of mine would be obviously Mac Miller. We all know that. He's the greatest. And then, obviously Eminem. I loved Ludacris when he was coming out. Outkast. Justin Vernon from Bon Iver. I don't just listen to hip hop. Even U2, Van Morrison, Matchbox 20. I mean, I'm all over the place when it comes to inspiration. But if you're good live, you probably inspired me.
Nice, man. I love it. Yeah, my inspiration comes from all over the place, too. So many different styles of music. I listen to so many different genres of music. But it's really cool how we can kind of pick and choose little pieces from those styles that we love, and you end up creating your own thing. And hopefully that inspires people to do the same. Speaking of inspiration, what's the main message that you want people to take away from your original music?
Yeah, so the number one message I would want people to take from my original music would be to A, unapologetically be yourself, and B, stick with it. Because you're probably right there and you don't even know it. There's been so many times where I felt like I was ready on certain situations, and there was a lesson I needed to learn. So have fun with the process. The process is the dream. Remember that, and to just go easy on yourself. Creating's hard. There's a lot of trust within yourself and other people. So create that healthy environment where you go easy on your thoughts, and you'll be good. So.
Absolutely, man. Very well said. That's amazing advice. I love it. Just stick with it. That's all. Chase, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of the South Shore Songwriter Spotlight Series. I appreciate you, your music, and your time. Keep killing it out there. I'm excited to come check you guys out this summer. And everybody, go check out Chase Stebbins and the Only Known. These guys are back-to-back Hip Hop Act of the Year winners through the New England Music Awards. Check them out on social media. Give them a follow. Download their stuff on all platforms. And Chase, thanks again, man. We'll talk soon. Peace.
You're back in 29 Palms, living life large, handling them issues. They wasn't meant for us. Put the motion in my picture. Believe in something bigger. I guess music's in my nature. We're back in 29 Palms, living life large, handling them issues. They wasn't meant for us. I put the motion in my picture. Believe in something bigger. Music's in my nature, so I turn in nature back in 29 Palms. Living life large, handling them issues. They wasn't meant for us. Put the motion in my picture. Believe in something bigger. I guess music's in my nature, so I turn to nature when I take that wrong exit. Get that authentic. Trim the fat. Watch your words over a long sentence.
What's up, guys? We are back. Up next, we have my longtime friend, Mr. Jeff Hilliard. Jeff's one of the first people who introduced me to the South Shore music scene. He was hosting an open mic at Frankie D's probably 15 plus years ago. And me and my brother-in-law, Mike DeAndrea, walked in and he welcomed us, and we've been playing music pretty much ever since. It's amazing to have you here, Jeff. Jeff and I went on to host an open mic together. Different bands that we've been in have played different shows together at different clubs and bars over the years. So we have a lot of history together. What's up, Jeff?
What's going on, Adam? Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, man. So what or who inspired songwriting? I think basically I loved music. Since I was little. I remember hearing, the Doors when I was very little, and listening to Jim Morrison kind of hooked me. And then, my father, he liked Allman Brothers and Grateful Dead and Herbie Hancock, and I just started getting into all of that. So, but the songwriting process, trying to transition from being a listener to a songwriter, a lot of it was like people like Neil Young, Bob Dylan, Jim Morrison, Eddie Vedder. It's more like the people that told stories through their music that had a lot of emotion and either like, sadness or, some anger or frustration or happiness, like anything, like just try to capture that. I think that was a lot, that inspired me a lot, because I had a lot to, I feel like I had a lot to say. If anybody knows me, they know that. So, but yeah.
Awesome, man. I can relate to a lot of that, especially the early influences like Jim Morrison, The Doors, Allman Brothers, Grateful Dead. I know we're both fans of Nirvana and Pearl Jam and grunge style music. That stuff was huge when I was learning to play guitar and getting into writing music way back when. It had such a positive effect on me. But what type of positive effect has music and songwriting had on your life?
The positive effect that songwriting has had on me personally is it allowed me to say things, and that it's almost like summing up a long story into a short story, I guess. I think that's why I like songwriting, because you can kind of make a short version of a long story. A lot of anxiety that I went through when my father passed away years ago, and a lot of my alcoholism and everything that I was dealing with. That's what I write a lot about. So I think a lot of it's been very therapeutic, I guess, to be able to explain to everybody, like, you're not alone in this, and this is how I feel, and I've felt like that, and you can get through it, type thing. And I know, Adam, you're a great example of that as well.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I know we can relate a lot. We both struggle with alcoholism. We both lost our dads at young ages, and that's just hard. And music is therapy. Music was therapeutic for me. That's when I really started playing guitar and taking lessons and writing music. And it was just, like you said, it helps you get through stuff. So that's really cool. But again, like I said earlier, I've known you for a long time. We've played music together. We've seen each other kind of go through our music journeys, which is awesome. To me, you're one of the best live performers on the South Shore. Your energy at every show, no matter if you're at the biggest stage in the world or if you're just at a tiny venue somewhere, you go all out, and it's just amazing. But what do you hope that listeners take away from your original music and those live performances?
And I love this question. I hope that listeners take away from the original music and my live performances. The song "Welcome to My Mind" that I wrote was about my panic attacks. About going to, I went to the hospital numerous times thinking I was, that was it. And it was just panic attacks that were crippling. And that's what that song's about. It's about having panic attacks and not being able to deal with it, and turning to alcohol and drugs to deal with it. And it's not the right way, because it's an endless cycle, And, you know, live performances, I try to let everybody know, like I said before in the previous question, like they're not alone. You know, all of us are frustrated. All of us, you know, have bouts of depression, anxiety. I mean, that's being human. And, but I think when I write and when I perform, it's more of like, you're not alone. I feel the same way, and this is how I'm letting it out. And, you know, I try to give everything I can until I got nothing left in the tank. Even if I have another show the same day, I try to tell myself beforehand, okay, you got to pace yourself. You know, you get another show, and it doesn't work, you know, because I get into the song and I don't think about the next show. I think about that song when I'm playing it. So yeah, that's what I want people to take from it, because I think music brings everybody together, no matter what their views are or anything. Like, everybody can be singing the same song that has different views, and, you know, they can have arms around each other and they're screaming it at the top of their lungs, and it's just a very therapeutic thing. So I really appreciate you having me on, Adam, and you know, keep killing it. You know, you're an inspiration to a lot of people too. I think there's so many musicians around the South Shore that are just, you know, it's ridiculous the amount of talent around here. I think a lot of the people don't realize how spoiled they are because they're so used to it, but there's not a lot of other places that have like a music scene like we do. So thank you, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Absolutely, man. Perfectly said. That was amazing. I appreciate your honesty, your openness, your realism. I appreciate our friendship for over 15 years. You really did welcome me into the South Shore music scene way back when at Frankie D's. And it's been cool to watch each other's journey and be part of each other's journey along the way. Everybody, go check out Jeff Hilliard, the Mini Yellow Witches. These guys rock. Check them out on Instagram, check them out on Facebook, YouTube, and more importantly, go check them out at the show, because these guys are the real deal. Jeff, it's been an honor talking to you, brother. Thanks so much for being part of the South Shore Songwriters Spotlight Series. We'll talk soon. Peace. What's up, guys? We are back. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 2 of the South Shore Songwriters Spotlight Series. I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to my guests, Stebbins and Jeff Hilliard. You can check both of these guys out all over the South Shore. Be sure to give them both a follow. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in, for watching this new project of mine, the South Shore Songwriters Spotlight Series. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Biz Marketing and Design, Live Tribe South Shore, The Motivated Stoner, and produced by Irie Vibes Productions. My name's Adam Frates. It's been an honor being your host. Stay tuned for episode 3. Thank you guys so much. Peace.